Hi and welcome. This is a video about my first impressions of Tom Clancy's The Division, which came out today. So what is The Division? Well, Tom Clancy's The Division is an open-world, third-person, role-playing, cover-based shooter. That's a fair bit of a mouthful. It is set in Manhattan after a weaponized virus is unleashed on Black Friday, causing an epidemic and plunging the city into chaos. Now, you are an agent of the Strategic Homeland Division, or SHD, and you are tasked with putting the city back together and saving what remains. Now, I've played for about 4 or 5 hours of the game on Xbox One and have spent all that time playing solo. The people I would normally play co-op with are either asleep or working. I've played in the closed and open betas as well. The game has a story, and while it is hard to know at this stage how good the story is, it seems to be strong enough to hold the game together and to give structure to the activities and missions you undertake. The dialogue is patchy in quality, but the voice acting so far seems pretty solid, and one character in particular stands out for me with her mumsy approach to giving you missions. Technically, I've had absolutely no issues of note arise. I've been able to log in and start playing a number of times without any problems. I've had no crashes, graphical glitches, no noticeable lag or frame rate drops. So for a large-scale online-only game, that seems pretty good for launch. The game does look nice, and I expect it looks a lot nicer on PlayStation 4 and again on PC. The audio is very good, with lots of ambient noise, conversations, crisp sharp gunshots ringing out in the streets. The gunplay is solid, with different categories of weapons behaving differently. An assault rifle feels different and behaves different from a shotgun, from a submachine gun, and from a light machine gun, and so on. This being a cover-based shooter, the pacing is different from the frenetic run-and-gun play style of a game like Destiny. If you try that type of gameplay in The Division, you will quickly be cut down by your enemies. You need to make use of cover, to move from cover to cover, and to use your abilities and grenades. The game seems very single-player friendly, and I've had no problems completing missions and exploring by myself. That said, I have yet to enter the Dark Zone, which I expect will be a lot tougher proposition to do by yourself. Now, missions and encounters are sprinkled across the map for you to complete for XP, cash, items and blueprints. Now, after completing a handful of these missions, there is already a degree of repetition in the way these plays out. Hopefully, the same mission and encounter templates are not used throughout the game, and that there is sufficient variety to hold people's interest. Now, character creation is more fleshed out than it was in the beta, but is still fairly minimal, with only a small number of customization choices available for both male and female characters. Already in social spaces, people's characters are tending to all look alike, with really only their clothing combinations beginning to differentiate them. So this is no Black Desert Online when it comes to character customization. Character progression is also quite deep, is quite deep, with a variety of abilities, talents, perks that can be unlocked by expanding your base of operations. Weapons customization is also equally deep, and when combined with gear, it does look like that you can lead to some very tailored character builds, such as creating a sniper or a close combat specialist, that kind of thing. Now, if you cannot find or buy the weapons, gear or mods you want, you may be able to craft them. I say may because to craft an item you do need a blueprint as well as certain resources. The blueprints are obtained by completing side missions, and resources can be found in the open world, the Dark Zone, and by deconstructing items you no longer want. The crafting system does seem flexible enough to enable you to use it to make the items you really want as you advance, but it is hard to tell at this stage whether blueprints and resources are common enough to allow you to regularly craft items. So it does look like that overall the division is off to a good start. That said, it is early days, and my concerns remain the same as before the game came out, as to whether the game really does have the depth of content for sustained play over the next 3, 6 or 12 months, whether the gameplay will become too repetitive, and it will be interesting to see how the free and paid extra content help maintain interest in the game. So if you are looking to play the Division, I hope this helps, and if you see me in the dark zone, please don't kill me, and thank you for watching.